and welcome to English 102, our 12-week mini session. We are now in week 3 of our class, so I wanted to give you a quick video from the student's perspective of what you should be doing this week. Like all weeks, where you want to begin is the activity schedule, which we can get to directly here in the content browser, or you could go to content directly. I'll go ahead and click here on the activity schedule link. And then let's scroll down to week 3. Okay, if you're just seeing one of these videos for the first time, remember all the abbreviations are up at the top. This is the week we are in, these are the dates. These are the things that you should do this week to prepare you for the graded activities, which are here. And then if you're behind, there are some links here of things that you can do by the late deadline. Okay, so you're already doing the first thing, watching the overview video. Then you should check out a couple of things in the readings folder of content. We know it's the readings folder because of the RD here. So let's go check those out. Come back to content, come down to readings, and we're done with the week 2 readings if we're done all of those, and then you will find those readings here. Just click on the hyperlink for the things you're looking for. Now remember, if you get down here to the L, there are more. You have to click the load more to get all of them. Okay, so that's where you can find those things that are listed as the readings in the readings folder. And then I also want you to read the guidelines for the research paper. It's really going to help you to have an idea of what you're shooting for. So you can click on that, the hyperlink is there. You can also find that in the assignments folder because I have that open for you the entire semester. So take a look at this, check out what you should be doing, and there's the rubric at the back. Spend some time going over this, okay? It will really help you if you know what you're shooting for. Okay, and then there's some sections in the Little Seagull Handbook that I want you to read. There's a YouTube lecture on works cited pages that I want you to watch. And what else? And then remember that you're adding 3 new sources this week in your research. So don't let that slide. You need to be researching each week. Okay? And that's directly related to the activities that are graded. So let's take a look real quick at the graded activities. Oops, lost that there, sorry. Closed out the wrong thing. Oops. Okay, well, it's opening in a new window. That's fine. Okay, so the first thing we need to look at is the assignment. So with this assignment, I'm asking you, I want you to evaluate some sources using the CARS test. So the CARS test is a way that you can measure the credibility, accuracy, reasonableness, and support of a source. So there's 4 steps to this, and the first thing I would do is download this document. Now you can, I would recommend downloading this and filling it in on Microsoft Word, just because then you can fit a little bit more into your answers, because I'm looking for multiple sentence answers for each of these lines in the worksheet. Okay, I want full complete sentences and at least 2 or 3 sentences per, because I want you to show critical thinking about these sources. And you'll see that there are several websites here, so I want you to evaluate each one. So this would be, you would fill in week 1's credibility, week 1's accuracy, website 1's reasonableness, and week 1's support. And then the same for the website 2 and then website 3. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go to Wikipedia. Now, Wikipedia, I don't want you to use Wikipedia as an actual source for your uh, um, research paper, but one of the things about Wikipedia is they often have a great bibliography or works cited page, and I want you to find one of the sources from that works cited page and then go to that and evaluate that. Now, to download this, you would click the download button over here, and then you should be able to open it up in Microsoft Word. And then you would save this and you would submit this in the assignment area in Brightspace. So that would be either coming back here and going to assignments. And remember, you want to, there's the guidelines, and also the worksheet if you want to download it from there. Here's the rubric, and when you submit it, you want to submit here. These comments, do not put your paper in the comment area. Don't copy and paste in the comment area. Some of you have been doing that, and I can't read it very well there. You need, the comment area is really just something like, sorry, I'm late. It's really, the comment area is just to let me know or give me a heads up on something about your assignment. Okay, so let's come back to our schedule. The next thing is your discussion. This discussion is to get you to start thinking about, it's moving you towards creating a thesis. So what I want you to do is generate 3 possible research topics. In the work that you did last week, you might have 2 already, so then just make another one. This is really just practice here, and you'll see that it's not very hard. I just want you to, you're going to be seeing how you compare a topic with different claim types. Okay, and that's really important because the different types of claims affect the topic and make your topic shift depending. So what you're going to do is you're going to brainstorm 3, and then I want you to play around with the different claim types like value, policy, resemblance, fact, and cause. And then I want you to pair the same claim with the same topic with 3 different claim types. So here's an example. So your main post might look something like this. Topic, you'll label it main post, always label it main post, and then label your first topic. And then you'll have 3. So the first one says small farm scarcity creates food waste. So in this case, small farm scarcity is the topic, and then creates food waste is the claim. You'll notice that the next one says small farm scarcity positively affects the U.S. obesity epidemic. Okay, so here we go, the same topic, and then we have another claim here. Okay, then we're going to have small farm scarcity must be eliminated. We've got a claim of policy there. See, it's the same topic, and then the claim is different. So this is meant for you to see that the claim repeats itself, and then to sort of feel what it's like when you pair a different type of claim with the same topic. And you're going to do this 3 different times, 3 different topics, and then you're going to pair each topic with a different claim type. Please don't label the type of claim here. Your peers are going to be evaluating your topic claim pairs, and that's their job, is to try to figure out what type of claims you've created. Okay, so here, this is sort of what your main post will be like. Please don't copy this exactly. And then you're going to respond to 2 peers, okay? Your response to your peers should address the person by name, and you should have answers A, B, C, D, E, and F labeled in your reply to your peers. So you will answer each of these questions in your reply to your peers, okay? There you go. So you can So use these guiding questions and just answer the questions in your reply to your peers. Okay, you need 2 of those. And I might mention that because we are moving so fast in this class, I'm not requiring you to do any follow up posts to your peers. We have so much to do that while I want us to encourage discussion and dialogue with each other, you do not have to respond. I would rather you just respond robustly to 2 main posts than to reply with a bunch of shorter things that don't hit the markers that I'm looking for. So keep that in mind this week as we move into the discussion. Okay, so that was our discussion for week 3. Then we have our peer mark assignment for this week. Now the peer mark assignment is, remember, we're doing this. This is where you are doing your annotated bibliography and you're putting your research together. Okay, so new this week, the first part of this is you're going to respond to 2 peer mark assignments of your peers. Remember how we created an annotated works cited or an annotated bibliography last week? Your first job this week is to return to that and give feedback to 2 of your peers. So let's take a look at what that looks like, because it can be a little bit confusing at first. Okay, so let's go to content. Let's find peer mark. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to where we were last week, to peer mark 2. And because I only have so many fake student accounts, you can see here that there is only 1 peer mark in this environment. When you log into this, this is like my fake students. Yours will look like this. It'll be the title of whatever you submitted. And what I need to do when it's time to give my reviews to my peers, I go over here to this peer mark review. See how there's that little red dot flashing? And then you see it's loaded. It says 2 here. And then I click on Start Peer Review. And then you'll notice here, I've gotten Valerie's fake paper. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these guided questions. Okay, there, when you get to the end, there's some questions here that have multiple parts. See, like these last 2 questions have like 5 questions embedded in them. I expect you to have a 50-word minimum response to each of those. So just label your question, your responses, like 1, explain, 2, explain. And then when you're done with that, you'll hit submit. If you want to work on it and come back, you'll hit save. And when you're done with this, if you hit the word the word count, you will get full credit for these. So you need to do 2 and then complete this part. Do both. Start the peer review. For this fake student, there aren't enough students in this class to do 2, but for yours there will be. Okay, so let's go back to let's go back to the activity schedule. So I just want to mention that the goal of those reviews of your peers is mostly getting you to use your handbook and to evaluate the works cited entries. This is like a real life skill in being able to follow the directions, being able to use your handbook to learn how to create a works cited entry. Because this is important, because not always are you going to have to use MLA in future classes. You might have to use AMA or Chicago style. And if you have the handbook, you'll learn how to be able to use that to create your sources, and it will make your life so much easier in the future. Okay, and then the last thing to do for the week is to come back to the quiz. Okay, so let's take a look at our quizzes here. We can go through the assessments and go to quizzes, or we can go to content and go to quizzes. and begin our quizzes. Now remember, quizzes are always on the material of that week, and there's always a review session. You can take your quiz 3 times up until the late deadline. Okay. Discussions you can also get this way, quizzes, rubrics, grades, and you can also always check your grades. Remember, you will often have general feedback here, and then also you can click on the rubric. The rubric always has feedback, and very often you will have inline comments as well. So let me know if you have any questions, and I really look forward to seeing your work this week. Have a wonderful week, Have a wonderful week, everybody.